Hello everyone. Today we are going to study digital signatures and Indian IT Act. So what is digital signature? It is an equivalent of handmade signature on the paper. What a handmade signature does? First of all, it confirms that whatever is message above the signature, it belongs to the claimed sender. The sender cannot deny the contents of the message because it is signed by that person, and also if anybody has made any changes into that content, the sender can claim if the contents have been changed. So also the digital signature has these three properties, that is, it is sent from a person who claims to be the valid sender of the document. The sender cannot deny the contents of the document later on, and the receiver cannot change the electronic document later and claim the change is made by the sender itself. So that is, authentication of electronic document is provided by the digital signature. Take an example of a lady Alice who writes a mail to a bank. In the mail, Alice requests the bank to give her a gold loan and gives the description of how much gold she has, and also she agrees that whatever are the available interest rate of the bank, she is okay with that. So, if such mail is digitally signed by the Alice, it will have following features. First of all, the bank knows that the message is authentic because it is signed by Alice's digital signature. Alice cannot later on deny that she has not requested the gold loan from the bank and say that she has just inquired regarding what are the bank's policy regarding gold loans, and also the bank cannot change the contents of email and claim that Alice has agreed upon some increased interest rate. So these three properties will be there if email is signed by the Alice's digital signature. Means messages integrity will be retained. How the digital signature is created? First, the electronic message, it is divided into the equal chunks of data in terms of bits and bytes, and then you apply some algorithm to generate a hash. Say here hash value is h1 from the original message, that is n. Now what we do later on is we encrypt this hash using the sender's private key. Remember, when you encrypt the data for the sake of confidentiality, the sending message is encrypted using receiver's public key, and when you encrypt the data to claim its authenticity, you encrypt it by your own private key. The private key belongs to you only, you are not supposed to share it with anybody else, so it verifies the authenticity. Also, a message encrypted by the public key can be decrypted by the private key, the reverse is also true. The message encrypted by the private key can also be decrypted by the public key. So here a hash is generated, and then that hash is encrypted using the sender's private key. Here I am calling it as encryption of H1. Now this encrypted H1 and the original electronic message is sent to the destination. And then if the receiver wants to verify if the message is authentic, what he will do? He will generate the same hash using the same algorithm at the receiving end. Say that hash is H2. Means dividing that received message into the same amount of chunks of the same size and applying the same hash algorithm. It will get a hash, say it is H2. Then it will decode the received encrypted hash using the sender's public key. The public key is available with everyone, so you can the receiver can apply it. So here I am calling it as the decryption of the encryption message H1, and then you will the receiver will compare H1 and H2. If both are sent, that means the message is valid. The next concept that we need to study to understand the correlation between the digital signatures and Indian IT Act is the public key certificate. Public key certificate is a kind of certificate that correlates a person to its public key. It is a verification that a claimed public key belongs to a person or a website or the entity or some organization having the digital existence. So, who issues this certificate? It is issued by a government authorized entity which is called as the Certificate Authority, that is CA. It verifies whether a public key belongs to one person, and it is signed by the digital signature of CA also, and the signer's identity is related using a security token. An example which is most commonly used is X.509 certificate. This certificate is encoded into ANSI .1 format, which is a standard for describing the messages on the network. That is, whatever messages are sent and received on the network, they are encoded using the ANSI .1 format. So, the role of the certificate is to associate a person with a public key value. These are the contents of a digital certificate as per the Indian IT Act. First of all, it will give the information regarding what is the version of X.509 token. Then there will be a unique serial number of the certificate that is repeated nowhere else. Then there is a common name that will identify the subject. We will see an example of this regard what is a common name. Then there is a public key associated with the common name. Then there will be the name of the CA, that is the user who created the certificate. It is also called as the subject name. Then also the information about the issuer of the certificate and the signature of the issuer also, and finally the information about the algorithm through which digital signature is generated. Why digital signature is again used for the public key certificate? Because digital signature verifies that the contents of message are relevant or authentic. And finally, there is some optional information of the X.509 version 3 extensions. So, these are the contents of digital certificate. Some examples are, if a website is using the SSL protocol, it will be definitely having a digital certificate, or if there is a secure email, that is the SMIME, that also uses the digital certificate. So, this is an example here. You can see it is a digital certificate of Wikipedia. It is issued to Wikipedia. It is issued by Global Sign Organization Validation CA. Detail is given here, SHA 2556. Then there is this unique serial number, and there are the details regarding the public key of the Wikipedia. So, this is the example of a digital certificate.